What up, world? It's your boy, Doughboy Don, and I'm back this time, finally, with my review for the 2020 WWE Royal Rumble. Man, this was good, man. It was a good way to start the year off, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good way to start everything off. You know what I'm saying? Right. Um, with this one, man. Like officially, like this year has begun. Like I'm pretty sure there were other stuff that happened before, but like this, like really, set things up right. You know, for everything on the main roster and everything. But so we're just gonna go down the list. It was pretty much everything that was in my predictions was what they had on the card. Like I didn't know if they were gonna add something, take something away, but yeah. So let's go down the card. There were only two matches for the pre-show, and it was Sheamus and Shorty G and Umberto Carrillo and Andrade. That was all right. The first match was Sheamus and Shorty G, with Sheamus getting the win. Of course, I knew that was gonna happen. Um, he was very dominant against Shorty G. Shorty G put up a fight, but I mean, I was kind of expecting Sheamus to win because I mean, Sheamus is a big deal. He's coming back. They're not gonna have him, lose his first match coming back. So, yeah, not much to say about it. The match was okay. So, I mean, it wasn't it wasn't like anything crazy or anything, but it was a pretty good match. Sheamus won, so I was kind of expecting it. So it's cool. It's nice to see him back, and I'm excited to see what they do with him and where he goes from here. Same with Shorty G. I don't know, they push him. Maybe he moves back down to NXT and works on himself or something there, or maybe he becomes the cruiserweight champion, and if he goes on NXT or something. I don't know. They just need to like do something with Shorty G, something because he has a lot of potential. And that's one thing. Next is Andrade and Alberto Carrillo for the United States Championship. It was a nice back and forth match. Alberto Carrillo, he doesn't disappoint, and come on, Andrade is kind of being pushed to the moon a little bit right now. Um, they're both talented. Like they put on really good matches. They got good chemistry together. Like Ray and Andrade. Um, but Andrade did win, but it was with the surprise roll up. So I'm gonna be surprised if they like had a match, another match later on down the line, or maybe like on Raw. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. But it was a good match, and I knew Andrade was gonna win. Like he literally like just got the title, so there's no sense in having him lose it unless what I'm saying, like he got injured and they called audible or something. But I mean, it is to be expected. And yeah, we get to the main card and the first match of the night. Roman Reigns and King Corbin falls count anywhere. Reigns wins finally. I'm thankful that he won. It was a really good match. The Of course, what I'm saying, there's going to be interference because it's falls count anywhere, no disqualification. So, Rude and Ziggler came out and the Usos came out. They was going at it for a while. He Roman put King Corbin and one of the porta pies and tipped it over, and then they were fighting and brawling. They ended up on top of the dugout. He speared him and pinned him 1, 2, 3. It was a pretty good match. It was a nice way to start the show. It was cool. Like I said, hopefully, this ends the feud. I got a sick feeling that it's not gonna end. They just want to drag this out. I don't know why, but hopefully, just put a stamps on it and they both move on to hopefully bigger and better things. Um, and then, believe it or not, they had the women's Royal Rumble, and it's gonna take too long for me to, go through the whole thing. I'm trying to skim by it real quick. Number one was Alexa Bliss, and number two was Bianca Belair. Real quick, Bianca Belair was getting pushed to the freaking moon. She lasted for 33 minutes and 20 seconds. And she got a total of 8 eliminations. Besides one person, she tied one person with the most eliminations. But according to the notes here, she had the best. Did she have the best time? Yes, she had the best time. She had she had the highest time, and the winner had like the third highest time. Alexa Bliss was doing pretty good too. She lasted 26 minutes and 34 seconds. But right off I was surprised because they had a lot more room to work with it because not many people have been announced, and they did pretty good. There's a lot of there's a lot of good picks and a lot of NXT people, a lot of NXT and some NXT UK. They had like one pick from NXT UK, but next was Mighty Molly making an appearance. She lasted a good little 10 minutes, 21 seconds. Then it was Nikki Cross. Um, and then that gave Bliss a little bit of help for a little while. Then Lana came out. Then Mercedes Martinez. That was a surprise. But she went in there, she did her thing for a little bit. It was pretty good. Then Liv Morgan showed up and she eliminated Lana. And then in turn, and I hate this rule. I hate that the Royal Rumble enforces this rule, but Lana got Liv Morgan out and it counted. Like it should be once you're out, you're out. Like go to the back. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But no, she got Liv Morgan out and oh my god, it's raining right now. No. But yeah, then they, had a brawl. Eventually they left. Um, then Mandy Rose came out. And oh my god, Mandy Rose had a moment in the Royal Rumble because they got there was a couple of good moments in the Royal Rumble. Mandy Rose had one of the best ones. There was this moment where looked like she's about to get eliminated. She crashed to the floor, but then saying she crashed, but then she came back up real quick. Otis was there, and he kind of like held her up and had her stand up on the chest like, I got you, baby, I got you. And I was like, yeah, man, I was cheering, girl. I was going crazy, like, Otis is my man, Otis is my hero. Yo, I like that I like that they're pushing Mandy Rose and Otis, kind of like a couple or whatever. But I don't know, I got this feeling that they might try to work in the whole LGBT a storyline with her and with her and Sonya. I think they're gonna finally pull the trigger with this, but they're gonna use Rose and Otis. I think they're gonna push that for a little bit. Then Sonya will worm her way into it. They're gonna work it somehow. I think that would be interesting, and I can't wait to see what happens with it. But yeah, that was definitely a good moment. Candice LeRae showed up, and then Sonya Deville came in at 10. Kyrie Sane showed up. Mia Yim showed up. Dana Brooks showed up. This was a surprise to me because, I mean, I can't lie. Once this person showed up, I was like, okay, it's not Jax gonna show because they showed Tamina showed up. She was number 14, but they did her dirty. She only lasted like 39 seconds. And she had a little stare down with Bianca Belair because they were like the two strongest people in the ring at the time. But man, they kind of did it wrong. I'm glad to see Tamina back, man. Man, WWE, put some respect on Tamina's name. All right, she is the daughter of Genie Superfly Snuka. Come on, man, show her some respect. That's all I'm saying. Then Dakota Kai showed up, and Chelsea Green, who is been doing this whole I'm the greatest and I'm this and that and the third. But you know what? They're not worthy of my presence. I don't feel like it. Yeah, it's not right. She made her appearance. Grand opening, grand closing. Easy come, easy go. Alexa Bliss got her out in like 12 seconds. That was. Did she have the shortest? Yeah. She had the shortest. She had the shortest time in the Rumble. Rumble. Tamina was second. That was messed up, man. If you ask me. And Charlotte Flair, my pick, showed up, and I was excited. I was excited. She was going in there and doing her thing. The 18, now they got her listed as a free agent, but they got her listed as a free agent at this time. They believe she was a free agent, but hopefully they move her to SmackDown. I don't see why they wouldn't, but finally, Miss Glow, the one and only Miss Amazing, Naomi came back and she was letting her soul glow with the natural fro. Hey, power to the people. You did your thing, my sister. Good to have you back. You did your thing. And of course, she had to have her moment, which she did. She like she was gonna get thrown out, but she jumped on the rail and kind of, had to shimmy up on it, and she jumped on the announce table. She ripped off one of the tops, used it as a bridge, and came in. It was a nice little moment. It was cool. And her and Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? They had their moment where Bianca Belair was in there with them. They had that little moment, and it was cool because her and Charlotte was going back and forth. They was hitting each other. They both hit each other with drop kick. Both did kip ups. It was cool. That showed like, yo, y'all gonna talk about Charlotte. Talk about Bianca Belair, but yo, don't forget, Naomi athletic too. She can get it in. So it was nice seeing her come back. And 19, which was a surprise for me, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix returned. And yo, she did her thing, man. Like she was go off the chain, going crazy. There's one moment though. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened, but she got cut in the back of her head. She was bleeding bad. And she was in there for like 23 minutes, 5 seconds, but like she was bleeding from the back of her head, man. It looked crazy. But she, like, yo, like, respect to Beth Phoenix. Like, she was a trooper. Like, she was going hard. And then the next one, number 20, was Toni Storm for NXT UK. She was the only NXT UK women's superstar, but it was still pretty, it was still pretty cool to see. Like they had to like I was expecting somebody from NXT UK to show, and why not it be Toni Storm? Toni Storm, and she did her thing for a little bit. She was doing it. Next up was a blast from the past, Kelly Kelly. I was nice to see Kelly Kelly. She didn't last that long, but it was still nice to see her. Kelly Kelly was always nice, and oh my gosh, she had so much energy. She was so excited. She did her thing for a little bit. It was nice to see her. Next up was Sarah Logan. It was messed up. I'm just gonna say, you know what I'm saying. She got her and Charlotte. She kind of like went for Charlotte. Charlotte got her out of there. Easy come, easy go. It was like not even 30 seconds, 28 seconds. But yeah, that was a little. Then Natalia showed up. And that was pretty good for her. You know what I'm saying. Her and Beth Phoenix were in there working together, cleaning house. But the funniest thing was later on, toward the ending, Beth got rid of her. She got eliminated by Beth Phoenix, which was a throwback to the first Women's Royal Rumble, I believe, when Natalia eliminated Beth Phoenix. And so that was nice to see. It was nice to see the throwback to that. Next was 24, which was Xia Li. And she was in there for a little bit, holding it down, doing the thing. Next was Zelina Vega. Then Shotzi Blackheart showed up. Then it was Carmella. Then Tegan Knox. And she was there. And then, oh my God, I can't believe they actually did this. But Santina Morella, aka Santina Morella, showed up. And, he was caught between Beth Phoenix and Natalia. Then he whipped the Cobra out. Then he looked like he was going to hit Beth Phoenix. He turned the lights on Natalia. And he was like, you know what? He hit himself and got himself out. That was stupid. That was crazy. I mean, a lot of people might be mad, whatever, but come on, man. It was funny. It was funny. It's a nice little thing they threw up in there. Then number 30 was Shayna Baszler. Oh my God. Shayna Baszler was record shot, man. She got like 8. She got like 8 eliminations. Like she tied with Bianca Belair and ended up with her and Charlotte being the last two, and thank the Lord, thank God, Charlotte got her out. Because I swear I would have raged if Shayna Baszler won. She doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble. I do not want her to win the Royal Rumble. For what? I was mad when she was in that battle royal to determine who would face the women's champion at Takeover Portland. I think it's gonna be. But I was mad she was like the last surprise entrance in that. I was like, yo, come on. Like y'all trying to push like chill. Like for real. I'm getting tired of seeing her. But um yeah, Charlotte won. She was my pick. I had a feeling that they was gonna get to Charlotte. I also, like I said, I also thought like if it wasn't for Charlotte, maybe Sasha Banks if she was in it. But it turns out like I don't know if she had like an injury or something. But yeah, she couldn't compete, and it was on her birthday. So you know, shots first of all, shouts out to Sasha Banks, shouts out to the boss. I hope everything's okay. And if it's a serious, hope it's not too serious. And if it is, and she has to take some time off. Hopefully, everything works well. She gets good recovery. I'm waiting for what I'm saying, Sasha to have her moment in the spotlight because she deserves it, if you ask me. But yeah, Charlotte won the Royal Rumble, and I'm gonna have to see who she faces because as of right now, what I'm saying, there's no definite. Not that we're gonna put the weight game, but I'm pretty sure that she's gonna end up facing she gonna end up facing Bailey or Lynch. It's Bailey and Lynch. You know what? Go ahead. Spoiler alert. I'm going. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. She gonna face Becky. Becky beat Oscar. We're gonna go ahead and skip to that match. Matter of fact, even though it's later on down the card, but might as well. Yeah, Becky beat Oscar. The match was okay. I was like I said, I was rooting for Oscar. I thought it would have made for a more compelling storyline if Oscar beat Becky and maybe they have a rematch at Mania or something. Like I just thought like it would have been better if she won. But I mean, I don't know. I guess they're building up for Becky versus Charlotte at Mania or something. I don't know, but I personally would have liked to have seen her lose. But hey, man, shouts out to the man. She continues to do her thing, and she finally got that monkey off her back. So I don't know. We're gonna see what's next for the man. But yeah, it was cool, I guess. Next up, Bailey versus Lacey Evans. This match was it was all right, I guess. Yeah, there was I mean, Bailey is just her heel thing is kind of stale right now, and Lacey Evans, I, I'm not buying her whole face thing, but it's cool, but I'm not really a fan of it. And I wasn't really looking forward to this match, so I wasn't really that interested. I believe like Bailey like had a quick little roll up, a surprise pin, but yeah, she retained. So I don't know where we go from here, whether this ends or somebody new steps in, but hopefully somebody steps up and takes the title from Bailey. Because this is getting a little boring. It's kind of how it is with Becky. Like it's kind of like getting boring. Except like with except with Becky, like I like Becky a little bit more than Bailey. Like it's working more for Becky. It's it's not working so much for Bailey. I kind of got tired of her. And then next was the strap match, the Fiend and Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship. Surprise, surprise, though. They didn't have the I guess it's called the Fiend light where it goes all red. They didn't have it. And that was like a little shock. I guess they did that because it was a strap match and they wanted to make sure that they could see or whatever, how nothing would go wrong. And let me tell you something, man. Salute to Daniel Bryan because he was taking that ass whooping. Like the Fiend was beating the snot out of him. with that strap, man. Like he was getting whooped like a runaway slave. Like, man, I remember, shoot, man. I kind of had a couple of them whoopings like that when I was younger, man. Like it was like crazy. But yeah, man, that was a really good match. It looked for a moment that Brian was gonna get it, and he was gonna get the Fiend, but he didn't though. But there was this one good moment where he put him in the guest lock, and he had the strap all in his mouth. It looked like the Fiend was gonna tap, but he didn't. He got out of it. And then there was one moment where he went for the running knee, or he went for something, but the Fiend caught him and hit him with a Sister Abigail in midair. Like that was like the craziest count I've ever seen. But nah, man, he didn't. He didn't. The Fiend got it. The Fiend got away. But I don't know. It looked like, yeah, it looked like he might lost. But yeah, like I said, like the Fiend gonna have the title till Mania. Will he lose that Mania? I don't know. It depends on who he's facing, what the match is, what the story is. But I don't know. There's, like I said, there's a rumor that it might be Roman Reigns, and they might take the strap. He might take the strap off him, but we'll see. We shall see. Now we got the main event, the 30-man Royal Rumble match. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm calling it. I had a lot of as I go through the whole card. At this point, I would say that the match of the night was the Fiend and Daniel Bryan, but that was until the men's Royal Rumble. Like I said, I had a couple of matches where I thought was gonna be a candidate besides the Rumbles, but the Rumbles was really good. Like the women's was good, but it just that strap match though, it kind of like got was a little bit over it for me. But the men's, oh my god, we gonna go through it. Oh my god, this, let me say, the start of this was oh my god, I was worried. I was worried. As we all know, Brock Lesnar was announced that he was gonna be in it and he was gonna be number one. So we off rip, it was like, okay, now there was only two ways this was gonna go. One, he was just gonna get people out. People were just gonna fan out. He was just gonna eliminate them one by one, until somebody steps up, then get him out. Then people are gonna start to come in. Or he was gonna basically he was just gonna go on a tear for a while. Or he was gonna go through a couple of, but he was gonna have to fight for a little while, and then others were gonna come up and gang up on him, and that was gonna happen. It ended up being the first one, and I can't even lie. Like it was like, oh my god. I mean, they had a couple of moments. They had the moments where it was like, yeah, yeah, it could happen, but now they snatched it away from us, man. So Brock was number one. Then number two was Elias. Brock got him out. Three was Eric Rowan. Brock got him out. Eric Rowan had the quickest of 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Elias was a minute. Eric Rowan was 8 seconds. Eric Rowan, I believe, is taller and heavier than Lesnar, I think, but come on, like that was messed up. And then before was Robert Roode, got him the hell up out of there. John Morrison showed up. Oh, I'm so he got 9 seconds for Morrison. Come on, like at this point, it was like no. I was on the way. Okay, number six was Kofi. Kofi stayed. Kofi lasted a little bit until the next century, which was Rey Mysterio. But at that point, like he was running rock shot over them. They actually slid out the ring because they were hurt a little bit. Then next was Big E. So I was like, okay, now we got something. They all teamed up on him. Like he got hit with a Trouble in Paradise. He got hit with a big ending and a 619. And then things just fell apart. I think he hit Ray, and I forgot whose back he jumped off of. It might have been Big E. Big E. I think it was Big E. It might have been Kofi. But he jumped off of one of their backs and hit the other member of New Day. And then, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that was an unintentional assist. That was a crazy moment. But he got all of them out. So it was like, damn. So we were back to square one. Then next it was Cesaro. Cesaro only lasted 18 seconds. Then it was Shinsuke. No, I'm sorry. Shinsuke came late, a little bit later. But Shinsuke a little later. He only lasted 20 seconds. Next was Shelton Benjamin. Now this was funny because if you don't know him and uh Brock Shelton were buddies from college, so Hayden was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Giving them hugs and everything. He stepped into the ring, and they was dabbing it up and hugging each other, and they was posed like, "Yeah, let's go, man, let's go." Man, Brock turned around and stabbed that man in the back so fast, and then, oh my goodness, a blast from the past, number 12, MVP, and that was cool. And he came out with the Black Panther gear. I was like, yes. But he ain't last long, 24 seconds. It was like, all right, bro. But then number 13 started to pick up when the Limitless One, bask in his glory, Keith Lee showed up. Lesnar was like, hold on, what? Wait, this dude? I gotta fight this dude? Yeah, man. Keith Lee showed up. And they was going out and Keith Lee could hang with Brock, man. And then Strowman showed up. And it was like, okay, we got something, man. We got something. But nah, man. Strowman and Keith Lee kept trying to fight each other, and Brock took advantage of that and eliminated both of them. So now we're sitting like, oh my God, here we go again. Next was Ricochet. Ricochet lasted a little bit, but then Drew McIntyre showed up. And then out of nowhere, and salute to Ricochet, because build upon the story. Hit Brock with a low blow when he wasn't looking. Then Brock got Claymore kicked straight in the mouth and flew over the top rope. He was done. And shoot, Drew McIntyre was just sitting there staring down. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. I did that. I kicked you square in your jaw and you flipped over the rope. You out because of me. You out because of me. And pay attention to that. That was really good to see. So finally he was out. Okay, now we can go. Then it was Miz, then Styles, then Ziggler, then Carl Anderson, and number 21. The moment of the night. See, this right here, this is why the men's rumble was the match of the night. This is the moment right here. 21, 3, 2, 1, and you think you know me? The place went crazy. I went crazy because the rated R superstar Edge. You heard me right. Edge came back. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Everybody was going crazy. The crowd was going crazy. I'm pretty sure people at home lost their minds like I did. Were fanning out. Like I grew up on Edge. Like come on, like Edge is a certified legend, man. Edge came out. He did his thing, and he had a pretty good time. 23 minutes for someone who's been going away for about 9 years. 23 minutes. He was doing his thing pretty good. Then King Corbin showed up. Then Matt Riddle showed up, and that was pretty good. But he didn't last that long, 41 seconds. But he, what I'm saying, he was in there. He had a couple moments with everybody in there, which is cool. Then Luke Gallows showed up, and then by this time, I forgot to. And by this time, all the OC was in there. But another thing about Edge, the moment he came in, he speared like everybody who was in the ring. So like off top, I was hyped, man. But that just raised it even higher. Then next was Randy Orton. Randy Orton showed up. And then him and Edge stared at each other. And everybody do it. Radar KO. They was working together, getting everybody out. It was not that was Oh man, that was so nice. And then who was next? Roman Reigns. My pick. My pick, Roman Reigns. He came out and he did his little thing for a little bit. Then KO showed up. And then Aleister Black showed up. Oh, and at this time, like I was like, okay, hold on. Because there was like a lot of people who were named, and a lot of them didn't show up. But the reason that there were so many people who I didn't think were gonna show up that showed up was because it was announced that Rusev and Lashley got to a fight in the parking lot earlier, so they weren't gonna make it to the Rumble. So some more spots opened up. But yeah, that was so cool. Then Alistair Black showed up. Then Samoa Joe showed up, and who was number 30? Mister Burn It Down, the Monday Night Messiah. Seth Rollins showed up, but he didn't show up alone. He showed up with Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy was announced, but he didn't show up. It's whatever. But he showed up with his disciples, Buddy Murphy and ALP. And what did they do, man? They just beat everybody up and helped the eliminations, man. Which was stupid, man. They got rid of KO. They got rid of Joe. They got rid of KO. They got rid of Aleister Black. And they got Joe. They all assisted Rollins with that. And then eventually, you know what I'm saying, this was a good thing that they, you know what I'm saying, got limited because they cleared everybody out. And then, you know, he was going around stomping and hitting everybody. Cause you know what I'm saying, he had his homies, but once they left, he was like, yo, man, where you going? Where y'all going? Then he turned around, he looked around. McIntyre was in one corner, Orton was in a corner, Edge was in a corner, Reigns was in the corner. He went right after Reigns. Yo, come on, man. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my man, dog. We can clear him out. It's gonna be you and me. Man, Reigns looked at him, he was like, nah. He was like, nah, fam. He got Superman punched. He got Claymore kicked. He got speared and he got hit with the RKO. And they threw him out. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Then came the end. Then it was down to the last four. But then it came to a part where everybody was trying to wait. But then Orton was sneaking around behind Edge, about to hit him with RKO. Edge turned around and saw him, was like, yo, come on, man. You know, I'll just play with you. I ain't gonna do nothing. But man, Edge turned around and eliminated Orton. Orton was mad. And then it was him and Reigns going at it for a while. And was it Reigns? I don't. Was it Reigns who eliminated? Let me see. Yeah, it was Reigns who eliminated Edge, and we were down to the final two: McIntyre and Roman Reigns. And amazingly, Reigns got Claymore kicked and then thrown out, I believe. And wouldn't you know it? Drew McIntyre, the man who everybody had high hopes that kind of fell to the wayside, he had his moment. He won the Rumble. He's going to the main event of WrestleMania. And best believe, I'm calling it right now. And by the time I'm recording this, Raw has already happened. It might take a while for this to come out. But I'm pretty sure by the time this comes out, Raw will be over, whatever. But I'm pretty sure that he's going to go. It would make perfect sense for him to go after Brock, especially after what happened earlier on in the Rumble between them. It would only make sense for him to go after Brock. And hopefully, and I'm praying that he wins because this would be the ultimate like feel good story. This is kind of like Kofi Mania last year a little bit with Drew, and I really hope that you know he gets that moment and he gets the strap, you know, because I feel like he could be a good world champion, and I feel like you know he has all the tools and everything. So yeah, man, that was the Royal Rumble. It was a really good man, yo. I don't care what nobody says, man, like that car was damn near spotless. I give it, if I was to rank it, you know, grade it, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. It was almost a perfect pay per view. Almost. It was a couple, you know, matches that were like, whatever. It was still a really good pay per view. I believe that they made the right decisions and the right people should have won. But yeah, man, that's my review. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section, for real, for real. What did you think, man? Who who did you think was gonna win the Rumbles? Who did you want to win? Did you like, the matches? What other matches do you think should have happened? Who should have, won this match and become the champion? Like, what do y'all think, man? Let me know in the comment section. Let's start a discussion. Let's get things going, man. If you like this video, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do already. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit that notification button, hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? So y'all never miss a video from me, man. And I know I said that I was gonna do a review on Worlds Collide, but man, technical issues, man. And I could never really I just still couldn't really finish it. But I watched most of it, except for a couple of small matches, but overall it was a pretty good pay-per-view. It was real good pay-per-view with Worlds Collide. But yeah, I'm now looking forward to what happens at Portland, NXT Takeover Portland, with how they build up the matches and everything. So yeah, man, this is a pretty good weekend for wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Especially capped off with the Royal Rumble. I'm more excited than ever about WrestleMania, man, because like they planted a lot of good seeds, and we're gonna have to wait to see what happens. And I don't know what's the next pay per view. It's either, I think it's NXT Takeover Portland or Super Showdown. I believe it's Portland, but we'll see what happens next. But like I said, that's my review for Rumble. It's your boy Joe Boy Don. I will holler at y'all at the next one. I'm out this day. Peace.